Hey guys, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over several new products that I have purchased and been trying out for the past week. And I want to give you guys my thoughts on those and just play with some makeup this morning. So I have a bare face. So I'm going to start out by putting on some SPF. And this is just a little mini that I've got here, but I've been trying it out, and it's the Cetaphil Sheer Mineral Sunscreen in 50. So far, I like this. It does tend to turn your face just a little bit white at first, but it calms down after a minute. So, not too bad. I think the next SPF that I'm going to try is the tinted version of this. It's just a sheer tint to keep from having that white cast. And just when I didn't think I could get any paler, ta-da! But at least you know where you're covered at. Then I'm going to go in. I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie. This is nothing new. It's the Maybelline Baby Skin. I like to use this primer, or a good pore filling primer, with the foundation or moisturizer or skin tint we're fixing to use. So Benefit would be good for this. Anyone that you like that fills your pores. I will say that that SPF is pretty thick. So if you're not used to going in with a primer after or a moisturizer before, you really need to do that to help thin that product out, because it is hella thick. Okay. Now, the first product that we're going to go, that I'm going to use is the new Multi-Dew Skin Tint from Glowish. I have mine in the color Fair Light 02. I probably really could have went 01 and didn't realize it, but you know, that is what it is, and I've got this one now, and I just make it work. I like using a brush with this. I have found, I have tried this product on its own. I have mixed it with foundation. I have put it on before foundation and then foundation on top. And here's what I have to say. I like it on its own better than mixed with anything. And I have normal to combo skin. It can get oily after a long period of time, but not like major stuff. But with this foundation or skin tint, I have to set it. And I mean, not with a pressed powder. It has to be a loose setting powder. So it has to be set for me, because I do not like the way it looks not set. It is too much. And it does not ever dry down. It feels tacky the whole time you have it on. So it does make the skin look pretty. I feel like it is so glowy, though, that it will emphasize any aging that you have on your skin. Anything like that. You need to be well hydrated when wearing this. But it is beautiful, but it's not my favorite. And like I said, I've tried it and tried it and tried it. Yesterday was the best that I have ever got it to wear, and that was because I set it with a loose setting powder. So just keep that in mind. Next, I've got the new Fenty Bright Fix Bright Concealer, and mine is in the color 06 Melon. This I love. I love, love, love this. It just does such a good job. And it's not thick, like problematic thick. It is, it's great. It is better than, I bought this hopefully to find a replacement for my Becca under eye brightener, and that is better. So I like it a lot. It goes on very easily. It smooths out, and it doesn't seem to crease at all. So I like that. They've got many different shades. They've got these brightening shades, and then it seems like there are actual concealer shades in the line. So if you do need a heavy-duty concealer, they do offer that as well. But even this brightener shade lends some coverage. So I'm not mad about it. It looks really nice. I like it, and it's just seamless. So then, the next product that I have, let me run some gel through my brows real quick. I'm just using the Kush brow gel, the clear from Milk Makeup. I just want to run this in here so that it will be set by the time I fill them in. Okay. So the next product that I'm going to use is the new blush by Makeup by Mario. I got mine in the color Dusty Rose. I just loved this color, y'all. It is so pretty. It is so pretty. And I'll just have to tell you, I love this blush. I've been taking it up on my temples and all the way down through here. I'm definitely going to get more colors, and I'm going to pick up the bronzer stick that he has. I didn't pick that up when I got this. I just got this. But now, because of how good this is, I want that. And the brush that comes with it is actually a good working tool. Normally, these types of products that have their own tool, the tools are crap. This one is actually really, really good. And I enjoy using it. I mean, just look how easily that just blended right out. It is so, so pretty. I am liking this Makeup by Mario line more and more. I have gotten a few things from the line, and so far, everything that I have tried, I have been highly impressed. So just look how pretty that is. And then you can actually unscrew the brush, and you can wash it and clean it. So that's a really good thing. I find that you can tell the difference between makeup that has been made by a makeup enthusiast and someone that is like a makeup artist, because you can tell that the components are very well thought out and they're all useful. So I do love that aspect. And then I'm just going to use a little liquid highlight. This is nothing new. It's the Wander Catch the Light Highlight Glotion. There's a lotion inside, but then on top you actually have this stick. I just like to run it across like that. It does not move the products underneath at all. It's as simple as that. And then I just like to take my finger and work that in. It gives off a pretty natural glow. And I normally will, before I do all this, go in with a liquid or cream bronzer. But I decided to not do that today. I don't have a new one. So I'm just not going to fool with that today. Okay. So now I'm going to go in and set my face now that I have all of my products on that are cream. And I'm going to go in with the Huda powder in Pound Cake. I love this powder so much. It is so good. It is very heavily scented, so if scented powders bother you, then I would not get this one. Sorry, I'm getting some out of the component here. Okay. So I'm just taking a Real Techniques brush and I'm going underneath my eyes. On top of my eyes. Get my nosy. And I just, with this little brush, I just pretty much powder all over my face. I hate that I have to go over this foundation with powder, but I'm just not happy with the way it looks without it. But once it's set, it looks beautiful. If you're a person that doesn't mind a stickier base, then, you know, you may be just fine without setting it. But with my experience, this is what is best for me. Okay, for brows, this is not new to the market, I don't think, but it's new to me. I got the Benefit Brow Styler. It has a powder on one end and the triangle stick on the other. Mine is in the shade 3.5. I probably should have went 3, but that's okay. This works. The powder is pretty darn harsh. I can tell you that. So I don't know that I'll use the powder a whole lot. It just felt like it just plopped it right in my brow, and I mean, it was just there and there was nothing I could do about it, you know. It didn't really comb out or thin out very easily. So I might try it again at a later time, but right now it's not something I feel comfortable using. So this is not one of them products where you're going to get, I mean, I could probably turn this on its corner and get that brow stroke look. I just prefer to not use these in that manner. I don't know. And today I just don't feel like struggling with my brows. So I just fill them in and add some color where I have bald spots. And there we go. So now I'm going to use my Mario Badescu Orange Blossom face spray and spray down some of this powder that I put on my face. I love the way that smells. That Orange Blossom is so good. That is my favorite Mario Badescu spray just because of the scent. I mean, they all do the same thing, but that scent is so good. Okay. So now is bronze, and I have the Glowish bronzer as well. This is the 01 Light. This is the Soft Radiance Bronzing Powder. It looks like this when you open it up. And I have to say, guys, this is one of the creamiest, and it is a powder, but it is one of the creamiest, smoothest bronzers I have used. It always just goes on my face, and it looks so good. I've never had a patchy skipping problem. Even whenever I put it down over that skin tint without setting it, it did not skip or anything like that. It just looked so pretty. Excuse me, that was my belly, sorry. Just look how pretty that is. And it just goes on so effortlessly. So far, I'm really enjoying this Glowish line. I am curious to see what they're going to come out with next. I just think that's so pretty. And I'm just going to hit the sides of my nose a little bit and underneath. Nothing too precise. Now for blush, I think I'm going to go in and use Orgasm by NARS. Just a oldie but a goodie. Gotta love that color. I am going to go over it with my foundation brush just a little bit because I went a little bit ham. There we go. Now, for highlight, I'm going to go in with, I've got this Tarteist Pro Go to Go. And my favorite is Gleam at the top here. So we're going to use that. So pretty. Tarte products always smell so good. It's like a vanilla. Okay, and now for the last face product that I have. I'm going to go back in with some powder, and I'm going to use the Dior Backstage. I've got mine in 1N Neutral. And so far, I know a lot of people are probably going to be upset. And I've used it. I mean, I have used it every day. I do not see anything majorly special about this powder. Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, it does blur some. I find that it's hard pressed in the pan, and you have to really dig in to get anything on your brush. I do not like that. I do not think that it does anything any different than the Charlotte Tilbury powder, the number 7 powder that is a lot cheaper than this. I mean, come on. So I feel like there are other options rather than buying this $40 Dior powder. If you want the Dior experience, honestly, my advice would be to go buy a different Dior product, because I really just don't. I mean, look at this. I'm having to really work my hand in this to get up any powder. If you just go one time, you don't hardly get any payoff. I don't know. It's just hard pressed in this pan. And for $40, you get 11 grams. Hold that top. And the number 7 is 10 grams. Of course, it's less, but it's more than half the price. So, you know, it's up to you on your preference, but I don't think that this is a run out and must have product, in my opinion, but that's just me. Okay, I've got my eyes primed, guys, and I'm just using this Hard Candy eyeshadow primer. I like it pretty good. So today I'm going to be using the Breaking the Rules palette by It's Belle Cosmetics. This is actually coming back for a 4th pre-order on June the 20th at 7. If you'll look on the It's Belle Cosmetics webpage, it will tell you exactly what time. I can't remember if it was AM or PM. I want to say that it's 7 AM, and they're in Atlantic time. So, to help you out, it's the same time in Eastern as it is their time, and I'm in Eastern, so you can figure that up by that too if you'd like. But excuse me. But anyway, the 20th, it will go back on pre-order. And guys, make sure that you look at the post that It's Belle put out, because there are some rules on there and you need to be aware of purchasing limits and things like that. So go look at that post that she posted on Instagram. But this palette is well worth it. I'm telling you guys, there's a reason why this is the 4th pre-order. It's amazing. So I thought, what better way to celebrate the 4th pre-order than to go ahead and incorporate an eyeshadow look in this video. So that's what we're going to do. I'm pulling you up closer. So I am going to use this palette and only this palette, I think. If I do use any mattes at all, it will just be at the end and in the crease to blend anything out. But I'm not really planning on using anything but this palette. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my E32 Exact Blend Brush. It's got a flat tip on it there. And I'm going to go into Rebel, which is this red right here. And I'm going to put this all over my lid. There we go, so I can see. You really don't need to pull in any other palettes with this palette. It can stand alone as a single-use palette. And that's one of the things that I want to show with today's video too. A lot of people thought that this was going to be a palette that you really had to have a matte palette to go with it. But you really, really don't. That shimmer blends out like a matte. It is so luxurious. I mean, do y'all see how easily that is just fluffing out? And I am not getting any fallout with that. It is just beautiful. Beautiful. Then I'm going to go over here and make this eye look like that eye. And I did not set my primer. I don't know if I told you guys that or not, but I did not set my primer. I wish both my eyes were the same, but they're not. Does everybody have a good eye and a bad eye, or is it just me? This is what I consider my bad eye. And I try to get them to look the same, but sometimes I know they don't. I wonder if we could take our bodies and fold them in half on top of each other. Just how dissimilar our right side is from our left, all the way from our head to our toes. I think they look as similar to one another as they're going to, so how's that? So now I am going to take, the choices. Do I want Go Rogue or Make Me? I'm going to go with Go Rogue in the center. And I'm going to pick that up on the same brush that I was just using. And I'm going to start putting that on the outer corner of this red. Actually, I may have to just go in with my finger. There we go. I love the way that looks. So pretty. Now for the center or inner corner, I'm going to go in with Just Watch, which is right here. And it doesn't matter if they're not blended together, because we're going to go in with a separate center shade. So now I'm going to go in with Your Choice, which is right here. And I'm going to pick it up on my finger, and I'm going to tap this right in the center where those two shades meet. And I'm going to bring that up just a little bit higher than everything else. That looks stunning. Just clean up that inner corner, and it's not from fallout. It's where my fingers are so big. When I stamp that on, it moves to my lower lash line. I think that looks pretty. So now I'm going to use that same brush. So we've only used one brush this whole time. And I'm going to pick up that Rebel shade again, which is that red. And I'm just going to dust that on my lower lash line. And now, I'm going to go in with a black eyeliner. I'm using the Makeup by Mario. I'm just lining the top, flipping it over. It's got this brush where you can drag it out. I'm also going on the lower lash line with it because I want to smoke that with that red. So I'm going to dip into some of that red just a little bit. And just go underneath there and start smoking that out. Now, pick up some more of that red. And smoke it some more. Now I'll do the same, we hope, on the other eye. This pencil just goes on so easily. I think that looks good. Now, that same shade that we took and put in the center, your choice, I'm going to pick that up and put it right here in the center or the corner of the eye to highlight. And on top of that, I'm going to use Burst in the Tarte palette. Just to lighten it up a little bit. Magnifico! Okay, so let me finish this look up with some lashes. or mascara. I'm not sure yet which one I'm going to do, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back, and I have my full face on now. And I wanted to let you know what I thought about all of the products that I have been trying for the last week. So, as for the Glowish Multi-Dew Tint, I think it does look good. It is a nice product, but you have to set it with loose powder or it's not going to work. Unless you have got major dry skin, it may possibly be the one you've been looking for. So that is my thoughts on that. As for the bronzer for the Glowish line, I love it. I'm glad that I have this in my collection. I do love it. It goes on so smooth. I've had no issues with it. It is just, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. I think I pretty much told you guys what I thought about the Dior powder. I really think that you can just leave this sitting at the store, but you know, it's up to you. It's your preference. And everybody's skin and face reacts differently. Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean that you may not like it. We are all different, but my opinion is to leave it because it's too expensive for what you get. The concealer by Fenty, I love. I will continue to purchase this. This is my new Holy Grail concealer. It is my fave. The brow product, it's okay. I mean, I probably won't repurchase it, but I will use it. I love the blush by Makeup by Mario. I will be getting more colors, and I do want the bronzer stick. So I think that this is, if you like cream products, or if you're just getting into cream products and want something that's easy to use, I think this is your guy because it has that brush that already comes with it, so you don't have to worry about that, and it's just easy. So I think that right there is a winner for sure. And that was all of the new products that I had, that I tried and had been trying for the week. I hope you guys like it. Get some of these products that I recommend if you want them. Don't ever feel like that you need to get the products that I show. Nobody needs any of this. But if you do want or was curious about it, now you know a little bit more about it without having to go purchase it and try and possibly waste your money if you didn't like it. So I've taken that part out for you. So let me know if there's anything else you guys would like to see on my channel. I do have some exciting things coming up. My Adept palette came in this morning. I got my Divina shadows yesterday, so we'll be doing videos with those soon. So just got a lot of content coming. So I will see you guys in another video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel before you leave. Hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And don't forget to either give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, guys. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you again soon. God bless. Love you.